glad that there's so many people here just to celebrate this. We have a college group, me and Luke. Well, it's pretty much Luke. He's the godfather. He brings them in. And we said a prayer once. And in that prayer, it's just a bunch of guys in the college group. In that prayer, I personally felt like God told me, because we were praying over something for the marriage, and I personally felt like God said, when this happens, nothing will stand in the way. Nothing will stand in my way. When these two are united, there's nothing that can stand in the way of the blessings that will just be showered upon everyone that knows the two of them. I'm so happy for you guys.
I thought of many things I wanted to say, and a lot of it was to Luke and for Luke. I've loved him like a brother, almost from when I first met him, when me and him and Neal and some other friends and Caleb went to an in-store concert. And that night I was like, if this kid knows what's good for him, he'll marry my sister. And that was a couple years before they even became friends or something. But over all that time, I just kept thinking, this kid, he's better than I thought he was the first time I met him. And just with Madeline, I've always been really protective of my siblings, and she's so tender-hearted and kind, like other people have mentioned. And of course, when you know someone like that, you want them to be able to be linked with someone that will protect that kindness that they have, and that light and that joy. And I have full confidence with her being with Luke that she's going to be taken care of, and that her soul is safe with him. And something that has stood out to me so much, I can't look at you guys, something that has stood out to me so much from what Luke said at their engagement party was just in the middle. I think we were all talking about great things about you guys. There's truly always good things to say about both of you. And he started crying and just saying, you know, the best part of this whole thing is what Jesus decided to do with us and for us. It's not even about us, it's just what he decided to do with us by bringing them together. So I think that's amazing. And there's a saying that says, when you can't talk anymore, you sing or you dance. And I'm not going to really do that, but there's a lyric that I just need to say. Two lyrics. One is from a Ray LaMontagne song, and it's just in the bridge, and it says, our hearts are strong and our hearts are kind. And that's totally you too. And I think there's strength in kindness and strength in being able to be selfless and kind no matter what's going on. And you always emanate that. And another lyric is from this old song about, like, you know, true love waits and things you hear in junior high in church. And the song says, here's something about waiting until the girl hears God say, here's the one I've created just for you. And I know that that happened for Madeline one day hanging out with Luke. So raise your glass, give them cheers, and that's it.
I had it memorized, I'm just going to read it. My name is Angela, and I'm sister of the bride, Luke's arch nemesis. There's not enough time or words in the world to describe how amazing Matt and Luke are, or how blessed and fortunate we all are that they found each other. So instead of trying to do that right now, I just want to take this moment and say that we're not just celebrating, once again, we're not just celebrating Matt and Luke and their love for each other, but God's amazing love and grace and what he can do. And I think of today as officially the first day of many more where everyone they touch will be blessed because of the insane amount of love they have for Jesus and he has for them. And their lives are about to be filled with so much joy. No way. I love you guys.
I had a few ideas of what I was going to say, and then I forgot them, and then I remembered them, now I'm forgetting them. So, I don't really know what I'm going to say. But what I do know is that most of you know that I knew Luke before he met Madeline, as he saw her wrestling with her sisters, mauling each other. And so, Luke and I have been friends for a long time, And in that time, we've become extremely close friends. Extremely close. Far less comfortably close than most of you would care to know. But in that time, we've been transparent with each other. Honest, open, and there's been times where I think he's probably told me things that if he knew he would end up with my sister, he might not have told me. And so, because of this, bond that we had before he started being interested in Madeline, it was a lot easier for me to trust him with my sister and with our friendship, because I knew he wasn't being my friend because of Madeline. And because of this deep bond that we had, when he was talking to me, like, I just don't know if I should date her yet. She was in Sonoma. I'm like, why not, dude? Shut up. Just do it. And I still remember the day where I was just walking around the house and Madeline's like, hey, Neal, I think I like Luke. I was like, all right. and that's all I said. And that's all I heard about it for a couple months. They were just like, all right, we like each other, whatever. So, beyond all that, though, just all the love and trust that Luke and I have for each other, that I know that I have towards him, that I know that he has towards me, and because of all the Luke love that he's shown towards me, I know he has plenty of that from my sister siblings. And all the times where me and Madeline have been pissed off at each other, and yet we've been able to work through it and become closer siblings as of lately, it just boosts my confidence in that. And yeah, I mean, really, I almost cried today. But Luke has been just the closest friend I could ever ask for, and because of the honesty and transparency he's had with me, I have full confidence that he will have transparency and honesty with his wife now, Madeline Creasman.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so that's pretty much the gist of it, other than the fact that I love you both. And I know you both love me. Today's about their love. Is that class?
Yeah!
So, I am Luke's youngest brother. We have been very close our entire lives. And one morning, and this is after Luke and Madeline have just been dating for maybe a year. And one morning, I woke up, and it was not random. He was dressed, he was going to school, and he looked at me, and he said, Jacob, do you like Madeline? And I just looked at him, and I was like, excuse me, have we met? and he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I love her. She's like the best thing in the world. And she's like, good, because I think I might want to marry her. I was like, that's all right. And he said he wanted to know because Madeline said to him, when they first started dating, Madeline said to Luke, I'm so scared of dating you because I'm afraid if Jacob likes me. That just shocked me because I think a lot of people know that me and Luke have been close a long time.
Oh, Dad.
I just want to say, Luke and Madeline are probably the best things that have happened to me so far.
He was always like an example for me when I was growing up, well, even now. Like, I would always try to imitate him a lot of times. And when he would do something like that I know my mom wouldn't want me to do, I would be like, well, Luke, you let Luke do it, what the heck? But like when he started first going out with Madeline, it wasn't like, I didn't really know about any of his past like romances or anything. She just came over like any other friend that would come over with him. Like Neal, she would just come over, and I was cool with that. I didn't really mind. She just became part of the family, and I didn't think like they're like dating or something. She was just part of the family already. She like, as soon as a year after they were dating, I'm like, when are you guys gonna get married? Come on, I'm doing this. So yeah, Luke, you sold me 2 milkshakes, by the way. It was just, thanks for being a good brother to me, and Madeline, thanks for all your help with Matt and stuff like that.
And I'm just so excited for you to experience all of that, and the warmth and the caring and the kindness and the support that you're going to be able to share with each other. So, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
And Luke, I believe you have a special number for Madeline and all of us as well.
When I was younger, I tried to write a lot of songs because I thought it was cool, and I realized they all sucked. I just didn't have the knack for it. I just really did. And I was driving back one time after doing something that God told me He was going to bless me through, and I did it. And as I was driving back, He gave me a song. It's the only time I've ever been given a song before. And it was about Madeline, and when He gave it to me, I was like, oh, I want to show her. But He said, you know, wait to give this to her until you guys get engaged. So that's how long I waited. And she liked it. It's really short, but it's a true story. Girl to be, and she was with me. So when I awoke, I said a prayer. This feels like grace, Lord, it's everywhere. 'Cause she was kind and happy-hearted, and her smile warmed me to the core. But yours does more. She was everything I wanted, and everything I would wait for. And I got more. I got more. 'Cause she was kind and happy-hearted, and her smile warmed me to the core. But yours does more. And she was everything I wanted, everything I was waiting for. But I got more. Yes, I got more.